Hey everyone, welcome back to Alpha Insights. I'm Adam. Great to have you with us today.
And I'm Archer. Nice to be here. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
Today we're talking about a smaller player that's been quietly signing a ton of deals around optical interconnects for AI. It's the sort of thing people don't notice when they're glued to GPUs, but it matters a lot.
Right, it's the plumbing for modern AI clusters. How those massive processors actually talk to each other. The conversation lately has shifted from copper wiring to optical solutions.
So, the real question here is, why are people paying attention now?
Because we have evidence, not just presentations. Management disclosed more than 10 active, real customer engagements that analysts expect could top $100 million in future annual revenue. And importantly, many of those are signed supply agreements, joint development deals, or confirmed production orders rather than soft memorandums.
That's the distinction, yeah. There's a big difference between we might talk and we've signed something that could turn into revenue.
Exactly. And to add to that, the company has intentionally layered its ecosystem so no single partner defines its fate. That reduces single point of failure worries. Right.
Walk me through those layers. Give listeners a quick map.
Sure. At the bottom, you have the light sources. Partners are co-developing external light source programs and hybrid lasers aimed at future co-packaged optics. Next up, the optical engine layer. Chips that push signals at very high bit rates. Above that are module makers who turn engines into shippable transceivers. Then there are system-level partners taking the tech into telecom and mobile front haul. And finally, the hyperscale cluster integrators.
And the speed curve people talk about, where copper starts to struggle and optics take over, that's a useful way to think about it. Once you push past roughly 800 gigabit links, copper runs into physical limits, and optics looks like the sensible path forward.
All true. We're seeing partners covering from 800 gigabit up to multi-terabit engines. Think 1.6 terabit, and even targets around 3.2 terabit later this year. That range is what hyperscale AI makers are asking for.
Interesting. One of the biggest commercial items in the package is a deal with a module partner that starts with an initial $50 million purchase order and a framework that could be worth more than $500 million over 5 years.
Yes, and there are incentives built into that arrangement. A warrant tied to milestones. So it's structured around actual commercial scale, not just a press release.
I mean, when you look at the data, that kind of structure aligns the partner and the technology provider around shipment volume.
And manufacturing is a big piece. The company has production partners, including major contract manufacturers and a Malaysian facility that is being expanded. That site alone is targeting capacity of up to 1 million optical engines per year, and assembly space there now totals about 20,000 square feet, with a plan for a 10-fold increase in wafer production and engine assembly.
That's meaningful. You can have brilliant chips on a slide, but without the ability to scale to millions of units, it's hard to meet hyperscaler demand.
Exactly. On the balance sheet front, the company showed roughly $429 million in cash and short-term investments, no debt, and raised over $830 million in the last year, which is the sort of war chest you need to fund joint development and manufacturing ramps.
Of course, with small-cap photonics, volatility is expected. The thesis might be strong, but execution risk remains. Scaling production, meeting quality targets, and converting those engagements into steady revenue.
Right. Analysts note the progression. MOUs turning into purchase orders, clean rooms becoming capacity, and early-stage engagements turning into confirmed supply deals. That's a durable signal, but timing and execution always matter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
One more nuance. By having multiple partners across light sources, engines, modules, and systems, the company reduces the risk of a single customer stalling the whole program. That ecosystem play is deliberate.
So to sum up, quick bullets. They've moved from pitching a platform to stacking signed commercial deals. Manufacturing scale is being built out in Malaysia and with big contract manufacturers. And they've got a sizable cash position to fund the ramp. But there are still execution and timing risks to watch.
Exactly. Data suggests momentum, but this is informational, not a recommendation. Watch production milestones, order conversions, and partner rollout cadence for the clearest signals.
All right, key takeaways together.
1. More than 10 active, signed engagements point to real commercial progress.
2. The company has a layered partner ecosystem covering light sources, engines, modules, and systems to reduce single-point risk.
3. Manufacturing scale and a roughly $429 million cash position give it runway. But execution is the watch point.
Great. Got questions? We'd love to hear from you. Head over to stockalpha.ai where you can ask us anything and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back with more updates as these stories evolve.